Now, this pile of shit is about a boy named Jake Chambers who is receiving visions of Roland Deschain, the last of the gunslingers, and Walter Paddock, the man in black, who is intent on destroying the Dark Tower, the pillar of universes who protects them from darkness. Jake enlists the help of Roland in an attempt to stop the man in black once and for all. Yes, I'm aware that this isn't exactly a horror film per se, but look, there's only so many King adaptations to go around, and I wanted to publicly rip this piece of shit a new fucking asshole. I don't care how many people have done it already. I want to do it myself. Now, before watching this film, I hadn't read any of the books, but I knew a very vague idea of the world. I saw a few negative reviews, but I still wanted to see it. Turns out it was a horrible fucking movie. Not even just a bad adaptation, but a horrible movie on its own. First off, though, I do commend Idris Elba and Tom Taylor. They give reasonably good performances and do actually try to be good in a terribly written movie. But that's probably it for positives. The fact that this vast world of amazing lore is barely used and is only turned into a basic and shitty fish out of water story, for both Jake and Roland, is pretty fucking insulting. The movie is so incredibly rushed and is only 95 minutes long. Again, fast world, only squeezing to a 95-minute running time. What the actual fuck? It would be like if a Harry Potter film was like 80 minutes. Doesn't make any sense. By the way, is it me, or does it sound like Matthew McConaughey downed a bottle of Xanax before every fucking scene he was in? Because he sounded so fucking bored and could not fathom a singular fuck throughout his entire performance. I know the man sounds perpetually stoned all the time, but this was a new low even for him. Jamie Sheridan laughs at your sorry ass, you dumb fuck. Also, this movie exists in its own weird universe. Despite the fact that it's supposed to be a sequel to the seventh book, The Dark Tower, it features the character of Jake Chambers, who was a completely different character in the first book, but it clearly states that Roland carries the Horn of Eld, which he apparently required in the final book. I understand with Roland being in a time loop, but I feel like this film in reality has no identity. It doesn't know whether or not to be a sequel, an adaptation, or a remake of the original book. Also, it tries way too hard to connect the overall King universe with various references and whatnot. Overall, this film is all over the place. It's a terrible movie, an even worse adaptation of a great book series. Despite some decent performances, it suffers from horrendous pacing, awful writing, terrible world building, and manages to not only piss off fans of the book series, but be confusing as hell to new viewers. Terrible film, stay away, read the books instead.